Hello, my name is Phil Edwards, and I am an employee for Illinois American Water. And the reason I have this mask is because we are recording this in the year of 2020 during a pandemic. So I had to wear this mask until people got far enough away from me where I could take it off safely. Some of you may remember me as Fireman Phil. And now I'm actually working. I retired from the fire department and I'm working with Illinois American Water. Different industry, same thing as far as health and safety. I'm the senior health and safety specialist for the Eastern Division of Illinois for Illinois American Water Company. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about what I do now as opposed to what I did then. And maybe later, you guys can see the video when I tell you a little bit more about how I grew up. Describing my job is just a little bit of a challenge because of the fact that I just started in October, but as I said, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so there are aspects of my job that I haven't been able to delve into as much as I'm going to. But being the senior health and safety specialist, that means that I'm responsible for creating a safety culture, or better yet, improving upon the safety culture here, where we want people to go home at the end of their shift. That's what my goal is to make sure that people go home the same way that they came. So by creating a safety or improving upon a safety culture, then I'm responsible for checking the buildings, making sure there are no life safety issues when they're out working on a job, make sure people are wearing the proper attire, the proper protective equipment, things like that. And for the time being, I'm involved with the contact tracing because of the coronavirus. The education level, typically this job would take a bachelor's degree. However, with me not having that bachelor's degree, but I have more than enough hours of training from my 24 years in the fire service. So the training that I got in safety in the fire service has, it's like the equal or even more than a bachelor's degree. So therefore the qualifications have been met because of that training. What I like about my job is the fact that I'm able to still work with people. I'm not working with the public as much as I used to, but I work with people that serve the public. So therefore, now I'm responsible for improving upon a safety culture to make sure that the people that you depend on to get what you need every day, which is water, I'm responsible to help make sure that they do what they're supposed to in a safe manner and make sure that the organization is able to provide what's needed for them to do it in a safe manner. So I guess you could say I still serve the public, I just do it a little bit more indirectly. The biggest challenge about doing my job right now is doing it amidst a pandemic. There are things that I usually would have learned about the job by now that's, I'm still learning it, but not at the same rate that I would if there weren't the challenges of so many people working from home, the challenges of the person that would usually train me in person or that I would train in person, doing it virtually. Sometimes the effect is just not the same, so that's one of the biggest challenges. And then just learning, a new profession. After spending 24 years doing one profession, when you start another profession, then it just presents its own challenges. But I would say that's the biggest challenge, is learning it during a pandemic. The type of person that it takes to do this job is a person, same as I said in the past for the fire department, is someone with a big heart, someone that cares about people. Because it's not about just going out and saying, well, the book says do this, so this is how we do it. It's about going in and being concerned about the person themselves. When mom or dad comes to work, my job is to do all I can to make sure that mom or dad goes home. So it's not just about, learning the technical aspect of it, but caring about the people. So having a big heart, caring about other people, and having good communication skills. because you have to do a lot of communicating, both through writing as well as public speaking. So I don't have the luxury to be too shy. I have to, get out there and do what needs to be done. So that's something that will really help you be successful at this job. The salary range in this position, it can range anywhere from right at $60,000 to $75,000, depending on your qualification, depending on your educational level, your skill level, your experience. There are different factors, but anywhere from 60 to 75 starting out. The highest it can go, I don't know yet. I hope I haven't reached it, but we'll see. What made me decide to do this position, it's really interesting because when I was in the fire service, I never thought being a firefighter was an option for myself. Well, when it came to working in the water industry, I never considered that either. But there's how do I say this? The young man that reached out to me about this position, he met me once and saw me presenting at a safety conference. I was the keynote speaker, and it was in 2008. And he remembered me from that, and he saw my passion for safety. So he reached out to me and asked me to apply. And that's how I ended up getting into this industry. I didn't really think it was an option, and I didn't think it would work out, but it did. The only other thing I would like to add as far as 8th graders, just understand this. No matter what you choose to do for your life's work, first of all, you're 8th grade. You have time. You have time to think about what you want to do. You have time to make the decisions, but start making decisions that's going to help you be able to do that. And don't pick just the money. If you pick a job that you don't like so you can get more money, you'll never have a good day at work. Pick a job that you enjoy doing, that you can, really be passionate about. That way you'll find yourself getting paid for something that you would do for free.